We're in Parashas TETZAVEH, and in this parasha, it's a maimer of the Alter Rebbe, beginning with the words with TETZAVEH, where he speaks about the state of joy that we should be able to feel when we're doing a mitzvah. But he begins in this way. He says there's a difference between Aaron and Moshe Rabbeinu's function spiritually in what is imbued within us. There are 7 shepherds of Israel, each providing us with a different aspect of our paranosa, so to speak. Each of the shepherds provides us with a different additional quality to be able to move through life. Aaron's function is to be able to imbue us with a state of joy in the doing of a mitzvah. Now, he's described in Aramaic terms, especially in the Zohar, as Shushbino de Matronissa. Now, Shushbinin, you'll remember the term as at a chasana, at a wedding, you have when the bride and the bridegroom come, they're accompanied by close friends or family. In other words, they need some sense of support. That comes from the former days when this was the first time that the chassan and kala actually met. And there would have been a certain state of awkwardness meeting for the first time, and therefore each had their friendship grouping called a shushbin that would be able to make less awkward that initial moment. So Aaron is our shushbina, and he's the one who accompanies us to the chuppah. What's the chuppah? We're marrying God. Now, of course, we know that at Har Sinai, we married God. But every time you do a mitzvah, that's another state of marriage. And just as at a simcha of a chuppah, there's an intensity of feelings and emotions, so there should be every time we do a mitzvah. And that potential is provided by Aaron. He's the one who imbues us with that potential to have that joy. And Aaron, therefore, continuously is with us. When we do a mitzvah, we preface it with a bracha, Asher Kiddushanu. Now, the word which we usually translate, who has commanded us, who has hallowed us with his commandments, from Kadosh. But the word Kiddushanu also is Kiddushin, marriage. And Asher is like an Ashrei, happiness. In other words, he draws happiness into this moment of wedding of this mitzvah. The difference being that when we do a mitzvah, we know that it provides extra fuel in the higher realms, in Gan Eden HaTachton and Gan Eden HaElyon, so that our neshamas in the future are able to enjoy the excellence of the glow of godliness. That's what happens. The result of our mitzvah provides a proximity of our neshama up there. But it's of a proximity to the glow. Whereas here, when we do a mitzvah, we're connecting with God itself. The mitzvah is God. And the Torah is God. It's a manifestation of godliness in this realm. So when we do a mitzvah, it's not just a soul enjoying the glow of Hashem, as in Gan Eden HaTachton. We're involved in something which is much more intimate. It's a chasana. It's the intimacy of a wedding. And that's what Aaron imbued us with. And he imbued us not just with what we should be feeling, but with the capacity to actually feel it in the way that's in the Shema, B'chol Me'odecha. Not just to feel it with your maximum, but beyond your maximum. And that's again a tribute to Aaron. And he did this by lighting the candle and preparing the candle in the Beis Hamikdash, and that continues to function, enlightening us, bringing us to a state of joy ever since then. So let's see if we can internalize that with a little meditative insight. Gently close your eyes and become aware of a wedding. Picture a chuppah, and the chassan and kala, the chatan and the kala, are about to meet. And each one is accompanied, making the moment even more pleasant. and shared, but you also feel supported if you're the chassan or the kala. And you are the bride. Whether you're a man or a woman, consider yourself a bride, because Jewish peoplehood is the bride to the bridegroom God. And as we're approaching, the joy, the simcha rises. And somehow that joy and simcha is being drawn to us from above in a way that we couldn't generate it ourselves. There's an Aron projecting that joy into us as we enter into the ceremony of Kiddushin. Supreme joy, a happiness that we'll recall for life, that moment. Now transpose this whole imagery to doing a mitzvah. In the act of giving tzedakah, that is a marriage act. And Aron is projecting joy, simcha, to our mitzvah, because the mitzvah is the most intimate connection we have with God. And we feel the same joy of a chuppah in every single mitzvah. And we appreciate Aron providing this in an ongoing fashion. So when you next do a mitzvah, pause, allow yourself a huge elevation of joy in the intimacy of you and God in the moment. And gently open your eyes, coming all the way back. And next time you do a mitzvah, remember our little exercise here.